think people who transvestigate on the internet should be force femmed.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Mhm.
How do you feel about I kind of talk like an old Southern woman sometimes. So like I use a lot of like identifiers.
I don't give a shit.
Don't give a
Babe,
fuck. Okay.
honey, queen, girl, none of that. That's fine.
Cool. Because
No.
I realized when I texted you the other day, I called you king and I was like, I don't know if that's it or
It's
not.
okay. Whenever someone calls me king, I was like, okay, woke. So yeah,
You
I
have
used to
to.
get deity a lot, and I was like, we're not doing that one. We're
No,
not
that's one
that
of those.
one.
Listen, okay,
Yeah,
fuck it. We're hot starting. I have to issue another episode starting. I have to issue a problem
yeah.
with the queer community. Sometimes, if there's not a word for it, just let it be a mystery.
You don't need an honorific
Listen,
of sorts there.
I don't want to hot start this episode, especially with you being like, let's talk about genitals. If I hear anyone say the word princess wand again, I'm gonna fucking kill a human person.
Princess Wand sounds like some shit that I would see in the video title of a semi-woke Pornhub video where I'm searching for like lesbian porn, but I want a little something something going on. And they're like, hot uh, girl pleasures her next door neighbor with her
With
princess
her
wand.
princess.
Yeah, that's exactly what that.
That's under the sapphic
Mhm, mhm.
genre. Wait, okay.
Yeah.
I have a call out for you actually.
A call. Okay,
Let's
it's fine.
so we'll start
I'm gonna
hot
be like
again.
Patrick on the cross.
Well, we were dealing with some technical difficulties before we
Yes.
started, and
Hmm.
as you were figuring out your microphone, I opened up twitter.com or
Uh-huh.
X, former known as now.
The only dead naming I participate in is for twitter.com because
You never know. Listen,
yeah. Oh, now Elon Musk wants us to respect chosen
now,
identities. Go fuck
now all of a
yourself.
sudden, and I just came across a tweet of yours, which was finally binged Hot D season 2.
Yeah.
Subtweet: I love women.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with that?
Okay, so I am an insane person. I cannot watch things unless they're fully completed. I suck at watching things week to week. I either
Hmm.
forget and then I'm like, oh my God, now I have so much to catch up on. Or in the case of specifically House of the Dragon, we're coming in hot here. Um, People on Twitter.com talk about the Targaryens like Dany is their magical dragon riding Aryan princess who will save them and and it will like she'll be their concubine or something. They're like Hitler. Goebbels would be impressed by the way people talk about the fucking Targaryens. Listen, Rhaenyra's a bad bitch. I get it. But so is Alicent.
Yes.
Okay? And these, first of all, they're not real people. These aren't real
First of all,
politics.
it's pretend.
They're not real. And you, the viewer, would not be a scheming eunuch. You would not be like a little court lady being like, oh, me and Princess Rhaenyra or our besties. You would be a small folk eating fucking pig shit for dinner. Okay? George R. R. Martin is looking into the camera being like blood dynasty, like monarchy inheritance is bad and is ruining this country. So anyway, I can't watch House of the Dragon as it's airing because I'll see takes online that I'm like I have to block. I can't it makes me want to I want to quote retweet and be like go back to the Hitler youth camp. Like,
Oh
there's
my God.
and I also can't stand seeing those same people are the same ones that are like, I love incest groomer 9,000 over
Yeah.
here. Um, Listen, I loved season 2. I was like, I'm gonna binge it finally. I'd been waiting for my partner. We were, you do the thing where you watch something and now you can't keep watching because they're like, no, you have to wait for me. You have to wait for me.
Yeah.
It had been a year. We went a year without watch. So I was like, fuck you. I'm
Yeah, dog, the new
continuing.
season's airing now.
Yes, I'm getting spoiled. Rhaenyra's on the throne. I'm like, damn, what the hell? So no, I was like, I gotta watch this, and I have some my friends who like House of the Dragon are like day one Alicent stan crazy ass lesbians, who from like episode one were like, you guys don't understand, this is gonna be endgame, and they're all right, and so after this we're gonna go watch more. So
Good.
I got to see my girls. I did enjoy watching Groomertron 6000 get haunted in Harrenhal.
I fucking love that,
That
like, there is a full-scale war between these two
yes,
lesbians who need to kiss, and their sons are dying, and then it cuts to an episode of fucking Ghost Adventures with Zach Baggins.
he's like in a fucking Scooby Doo episode, like running around the halls. And then what's her name? Alice, the weird witch. She's my queen.
Love her.
I love
Love her down.
As the kids say, that's the goat.
That's
Also,
the
Sir
goat.
Simon. He's just like, I'm just a little guy. Yeah. At the beginning of the season, I was like, Aemond is pretty funny. And by the end of the season, I was like, rip his head off.
Yeah, he starts getting real not funny towards the end there.
No, it's because when he doesn't have any power and he's running around being like, look at me in my 60-inch wig and my little eye patch. You're like, what a silly little guy. And then he's like, Helena, ride into battle with me. And she's like, ew, no.
No,
I'm like, get away from her.
Leave her alone, god damn it.
I saw a spoiler. He's getting real Lestat and Gabriella with Alicent.
I didn't want to say it because I was like, I know you're gonna watch it, but ooh boy,
No.
he gets real.
I saw a screen cap and I was like, immediately no.
You know what though? We respect my queen Alicent because she was not into it, because there was a second there where I went, they fucking got me again.
No, oh God, I don't remember any of their names. Alicent's actress, whose name is escaping me in this moment.
Olivia Cook.
Olivia Cook, yes, has the most beautiful, gorgeous, wet eyes of like a terrified deer in the headlights in like almost every scene that she's in. And Rhaenyra looks at her like she's like, I'm a little wolf and you're my prey or something. Yeah, we're getting. We're 3 minutes in doing Predator and Prey talk. It's whatever. But you know, I saw the screen cap. She looked at him like, "You're fucking kidding me right
You gotta
now."
be
So,
This is truly the last straw.
mhm.
Like, you know,
She's-
I mean,
she was like, "I was gonna go live in the woods, and now I'm just gonna go jump off this tower." I think so.
well, I'm sure it's just like being so fed up with like, damn, they really all do just be fucking each other over here.
She's like, "What the fuck did my dad marry me into?" These, like, sure, whatever. My two kids are married, and like, and the thing is, if you go on Twitter and you're like, I find Damon and Rhaenyra kind of toxic, given that he like groomed her, they're like, no, it's fine. It doesn't matter that he's her uncle. And I'm like, okay, I get the incest thing is like sort of normalized the Targaryens. It's weird.
Yes.
But we can talk about how he groomed her like that. Regardless, that happened. So,
They act like they're like, oh, power couple. We love them. Hold on.
no,
Hold on.
no.
we can love and stand Rhaenyra and not be like, love the way her
Yeah.
uncle took her to a brothel and made out with her. Sick.
Every time he looks at her on screen, my like skin crawls a little bit. I'm like, please don't make me look at the
Are you
thing.
are you a Matt Smith enjoyer? Do you like him? Do you look at him and go, yeah? No, good.
No,
I've
no. Something about his face upsets me.
I don't know, you little freaks like that shit sometimes.
I'm trying to think what's a good. I try to resist the powers of the white man of the month. Because sometimes people are just projecting onto like, I'm like, okay, whatever. Now, let me preface before I go here because I don't know how old he is. Jacaerys is actor. He's a cutie patootie. I'm assuming he's in his 20s.
Yeah.
He's got the beautiful curls. He looks cute. I voiced this and my friend was like, Jacaerys is a minor. Watch your tongue. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the fucking
Talking about the
actor
guy.
here. Jacaerys actually, hot take, pissing me off. Respect your mom, dude.
Listen to your mom for like one time.
Now
Your mom and the queen, mind you.
Yeah,
Hello?
don't run your mouth. The funniest line to come out of House of the Dragon, in my opinion, is Aegon. When they're all like, "Bro, they're bastards," and Aegon goes, "I mean, just look at them." He's like, "Let me ask the audience. I don't know. What do we think?"
What do y'all think?
Mm,
There's oh man. I pray for whoever is listening to this and does not know what House of the Dragon is about.
I just, that was spoilers, whatever. Okay, wait. I have a hot take. I'm gonna make some people mad.
Do it.
Because okay, so I have now watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms and I'm caught up mostly on House of the Dragon. I do think when Night of the Seven Kingdoms was airing, people were like, "Oh, finally, faithful Game of Thrones. This is so much better. The story is so much better. The acting is better. Like, oh my God, it makes me feel good." First of all, yeah, it's like a giant, hot, stupid man and his little buddy for like 6 or 7 episodes. Um,
All
and
right.
there was like a little bit of sadness, but it's mostly like an uplifting story.
Yeah.
That takes us to the place over 4 days. And House First of all, apples to oranges. Second of all, you're a misogynist. You were like, thank God a show with little to no women in it. The women are in here
Yes.
for 5 minutes an episode. Boys' time. And, I'm seeing people exploring, first of all, the shipping. My fellow Fujoshi sisters, sometimes you need to look and examine why is it more fun for you to be introspective about a man that had a total of 20 minutes of screen time and be like, why is he this way? And not focus at all on complex female storylines.
Now,
I just
now,
have to yell.
are we speaking about Mr. Lionel Baratheon?
The hot guy with the hot guy with the antlers, that's, they're drawing his hole. Good for them. But I see them out here being like, oh, the bratty fuckhead who broke the nice girl's fingers. They're like Mr. Incest Twin number 4 over here.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
want to make him my
yeah.
Pookie Bear. And I'm like, really? We're back to the Hitler,
Maybe
you
he
bullshit.
was on set for a day and a half. Like we can't listen. And I listen. I This is a rarity for me,
Hmm.
and me and the type of people I'm into. Mr. Robert Baratheon. Hello, not Robert Baratheon. Lionel Baratheon. Robert Baratheon's a different character.
No,
He's cooked. Lionel Baratheon.
he was hot.
Though
No.
antlers can go somewhere.
Yeah, no, him and Mr.
Mr.
Duncan. I
Mr.
forgot his
Dunk.
name for a second. I was going to call him Peter Claffey. For some reason, I remember his actor, but I don't know. Whatever. Beautiful, 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 gorgeous individuals.
Yes. Do I care about anything that happened to Lionel Baratheon storyline wise? No.
Again, the show was cute and fun and good,
It's
and it was
fun.
great for what it was. But then to be
Yes.
like, this is so much hydrogen bomb versus coughing,
Coughing
baby.
baby.
Okay, let's be honest with ourselves.
No.
Um,
Also, I'm surprised that they like it so much because, like, it's kind of gay, and like, you figure the people who hate the show about women also wouldn't like the show where it's kind of gay.
well,
But maybe they don't know.
no, they don't. They're like, wow, what good friendship between guys. Listen,
They became quick friends.
straight men are so gay sometimes. Straight men that I'm friends with will be like, yeah, I don't know. Me and my guy friends like all whipped our dicks out and like touched tips just to see what it felt like. And I'm like, that was pretty gay, dude.
Just to see.
I don't know.
Sometimes you have to kiss your homies at night.
Sometimes you have to kiss your homies at night. One of my best friends in the whole world, straight man, cishet ally, love him down. He's my Melvin. If you're out there, I love you.
Love
He
you,
was like,
Melvin.
yeah, one time I did have sex with a guy just to see if I would like it or not. And he was like, wasn't for me. It was just, we saw it through, but didn't love it. And I was like, you did anal? And you were like, yeah, I was ambivalent.
He had to know for sure.
He's like, I couldn't tell from the kissing alone. And he's my hero. He spends more time in the Atlanta gay bars than I used to. There's a group of T-girls that added him to a group chat called like T-Girl Tuesday. I can't say the word that they actually called it. And he's
Yes.
like, I don't think I'm allowed to be in here. And I was like, honey, they're gonna pass you around
Yeah.
like
Oh my
like a
God.
little like a like an appetizer at a party. Anyway, God bless Melvin.
God bless Melvin.
100% straight.
It's been 14 minutes.
You, you said you wanted raunchy. You said it was totally fine.
It
So,
is. It's just, man, I knew it would come up, but I thought we'd start with like, who are you? Where
and
are
you
you
know
from?
who didn't come up? Melvin.
Melvin. Melvin's coming, all right.
How was that for a cold open for you?
That was great. Cold
Okay.
open. We're halfway through. Uh, Vero,
Yeah,
who the
hello.
fuck are you, Doug?
I'm a person with a lot of opinions.
We've
Um,
learned.
yes. A proud SJW since 2010 on Tumblr.com. Okay.
Veteran.
When woke 2 comes, I will be a lieutenant in the SJW army. No, hi. My name
Hey,
is
everyone.
Vero. Um, I am an artist and a cosplayer, a proud Fujoshi. I don't know. Sometimes I talk on the internet in various media platforms. That sounded so natural, like fucking
Hell
podcasts
yeah.
or YouTube. A lot of people know me because back in the day I used to do some videos with my friends over the Cosmonaut Variety Hour. Um, some people know me for doing podcasting with the One Piece podcast. But I like to be like, I'm just a little guy.
You are just a little guy, jack of
Just a
all
guy.
trades. You really do it
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I learned about you through Cosmonaut Picture Show. I think I mentioned this yesterday that I did my
Mhm.
homework too. I made sure today I was like, I'm rewatching the Hocus Pocus video
Hell
because
yes.
that shit went fucking triple platinum in my house. Also currently running. I want to immediately ask you this. So you
Hmm.
also currently run a podcast called
Yes.
Girl Asterisks Perverts.
Girl perverts.
Girl
Yes.
Perverts.
Hmm.
I want you to give me like the because I've listened to an episode
The
and
elevator
it was
pitch.
a blast. But please give me and everyone out there an elevator pitch for this program.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an elevator pitch that the elevator might get stuck. We're at a convention and the elevator's going up for a minute.
Oh
It
God.
started because one of my best friends and I really enjoyed Dragon Age the Veilguard for what we could. And there's a sexy old necromancer in it called Emmerich Volkaren. He's a silly guy. That doesn't matter. He is basically he's very Vincent Price. And after we beat the game, I was like, Delaney, I miss Emmerich. And she was like, well, let's just watch some Vincent Price movies. And I go, I've never actually seen a single one. And
Wow.
then I begin to realize, oh my God, this is the guy that's in like Scooby Doo or whatever. I've
Yeah.
seen this guy's face in pop culture, but I don't know him. Um, and Vincent Price, being the horror king that he is in a lot of horror movies, but then also like almost romantic horror, where we've got a young 18-year-old virgin and she's being sent to a manor and the old man wants to have her as his, and we were like, this is kind of hot. I'm gonna go steal this for my Emmerich fan fiction. And then we kind of spiral. We just start watching. We would be like, remember this film from our childhood that we really liked? And we just started kind of perving out together. Delaney is a YouTuber who makes a lot of film commentary. And I have The Princess Bride in my letterbox top 4. I am not a cinephile. I like movies, but I would not,
That's a
I like the,
valid top four.
I like the pretty pictures. Um, so we were like, what if we set out to cover the world of girl perversion? Because we are in an increasingly fascist society,
Yes,
in
comrades.
which everything is both sexualized and sexless. Things can be sexy but not intimate. And the kink shaming galore. And I think that I'm a firm believer in like unabashedly liking what you like. There are obviously specific scenarios in which it is inappropriate to talk about these things, but I was like, I want a fun little raunchy podcast with my friend. So we will go through either movies or TV shows or maybe books even, And we will watch them together, and then discuss, recap, perv out, be like, what was the perv? What did we get out of this? And we're trying to both go back to old things, like what what fucked up your taste as a child. Case in point, Delaney is like Thumbelina did a number on me with the amount of times that this woman is being kidnapped and then she's being forced to be married and then there's a fairy prince. And I was
Love it.
weird about Peter Pan, and I don't even have to get into there, right? So it's part fun and part, I think, slight intellectual discussion about, I think, women and women aligned, like sexuality and the influences there. And it's a good time. I don't know. I It's very new. I think we only have about 3 episodes out right now, but I'm glad to hear that you listened to an episode, and that is very flattering.
Yeah,
Um,
it was a blast to listen to. I love Repo.
yeah.
Yeah, my partner showed me Repo like a couple years ago, and it's such a fun, like, just it was such a weird fucking movie.
Mm-hmm,
It's so
mm-hmm.
bananas. I think it's prime real estate for like Rocky Horror Shadowcast type shit.
Absolutely.
Um, but it was I didn't watch the I didn't listen to the Frankenstein one because I haven't seen the movie yet.
Sure.
But yeah, it was fun to just like listen to it. It's always good when you already have a dynamic with someone, but then just
Yes.
like not you have an idea of what's going in, but man, y'all really get in there. Yep.
We do. At the end of the episode, we'll go and we explore. People are still writing fan fiction about this piece of media to this day, and we like to explore the depths and see what they're doing. I try my best not to be kink shaming when we're in there, but sometimes you see like organ play, and I'm like, damn, they're freaking out over here, you know?
Y'all get a little crazy in here.
Yes, but we love it. We actually yesterday recorded an episode talking specifically about Sanji from One Piece, and if you know anything about One Piece or Sanji, they're doing the devil himself can't imagine what they're doing to Sanji's hole on the internet. It's kind of crazy.
I was gonna say that's a big part of your online presence. Isn't your
I
profile picture kissing him?
Yes, my profile picture is a commission a friend did for me years ago of me giving Sanji a big smoocheroonie, which is quite funny. Um, I have a tattoo. This is I. It's his chef knife, and then the all blue and his flames of passion.
There he
I like a little
is.
subtle thing.
Yeah.
Yes. The day that they search Ichiro Oda's hard drive after One Piece ends and he's canceled, I will have to get all of these removed. But for now,
We're hanging on.
hang on.
We're hanging on. I've not watched a single second of One Piece. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. If you ever feel the curiosity, I always recommend the manga is paced better, and I prefer the art of the manga over the anime.
Okay.
The first, I say this like this is a normal sentence to say, the first 200 episodes of One Piece are actually pretty solid. But once you get to like episode 600, it's just fucking crazy.
You know what though? I feel like that's a sentiment that is often echoed in reverse about anime, which is like I'm so tired of being told about anime, and it's like, yeah, you got to watch the first like 70 episodes, and then it starts to get like pretty good. No, I don't.
Yeah, that was my long elevator pitch. We were going up the Empire State Building in that
Yeah,
one. So.
something we said at the start of this made me remember a fact, which is that I think the most dysphoria I've ever experienced in my life was revealing to a date my letterbox top four. Would you
Babe,
like would you
give
like
them
to
to
know?
me.
So, okay.
Is it
First,
like Drive and Fight Club
no.
and Inception
No.
and maybe like Shawshank Redemption? I don't know.
Okay.
Those are give
Luckily
it to
none of
me.
those are on there because if you guessed
Okay.
one we would have had to cut the podcast. Scott Pilgrim.
That's okay.
Oof, that's tough.
I like Scott Pilgrim.
It's a great movie, and
It's a good
it's a
movie.
movie I can throw on any time and feel good
Yes.
about it. I
Yes.
recognize that Scott's a bad person, so it's okay.
We watch movies about bad people all the
I'm
time.
saying
Mm-hmm.
Scott Pilgrim,
Mm-hmm.
um, The Batman, the one that just came out a couple years ago,
Oh, okay. With Boy Pussy.
perhaps.
Riddler?
Yes.
Listen. I was gonna say
You can't look me in my eyes and just call him boy pussy. And I'm new here. I don't know.
there's so much hole of his on the internet. Though they are also transfemming him to an insane degree. They're doing many things to him and his gender on the internet.
Now, because Riddler is a little like Riddler could be like a little like Reddit like trans girl.
Yes, yes. I do think that he was probably on 4chan saying words that I definitely cannot repeat.
Yes, and we
Um,
don't claim her, but
no, no, yeah.
we
What is
respect
it?
her right to exist.
Yeah. She calls Batman like a moid or whatever the hell.
Batman's a passoid, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
Scott Pilgrim the Batman, The Last Dragon,
Mm,
the the
I
the
haven't seen
movie
that
from
one.
like the 70s or 80s about
Mm.
a man named Bruce Leroy who's a martial artist in Harlem.
Okay. I like that. Sounds
Incredible.
awesome.
You
Haven't heard of
should
it, but
watch
that's
that.
awesome. The
Side
Last
note,
Dragon.
for those of
Yeah.
you out there, if I ever get on Picture Show, we know which movie I'm picking.
You're gonna be like, I need the Last Dragon.
And then the 2003 Korean film Old Boy is my favorite movie of all
Mm,
time. I think it's
that one
one
is
of.
on
Have you seen
the
it?
watch list. No, that one's on my to watch. I'm a weirdo and where I'm like the vibe has to be right, and if I want to watch a good movie, the vibe's got to be right.
It's a
I
very
did
moody
that.
film.
I yes. Back in Florida, one of my roommates was a film bro, but he was allowed to be because he works in film now. And he was always watching some bullshit on TV, and but sometimes I'd walk in the living room and I'd stand there like a dad or like watching a football game and I'd be like, these samurai are pretty cool, you know? Yeah, there's seven
No,
of them. That's crazy.
I had to do that like back in the time where I'm like, if I'm like staying somewhere and I'm like, I'm embarrassing. I'll admit it. Like I'm. Hello.
Oh, there she is.
She's here. She wants to be
Hello,
a
princess.
guest.
She wants to podcast.
She wants to pod. My cat also wants to podcast, but if she comes in here, she'll start scratching up my chairs that I spent money on.
Oh,
So she's
no,
unfortunately banished
you
to the
can't do
hallway.
that. Poor baby.
Um, I am unfortunately the type of bitch like I'll defend like Skinnamarink. I'll be like, you don't understand the artistic
Mm,
vision of
sure.
this film about look at this house, but it's kind of old.
Listen, I'm ironically, as somebody who loves gothic horror, like Crimson Peak, I love all of that, right? I am a weenie baby supreme. I cannot do horror movies. They scare the fuck out of
Oh
me.
no.
It's weird. I just oh, okay. Now she wants to. She's getting really
She's
yeah,
really in
tailed
here now.
action. Oh my goodness. Um, she says hello,
Hi,
everybody.
baby.
I'm podcasting.
I'm
See?
podcasting.
Anyway, I'm a weenie baby. I can't do horror. But sometimes I try. I read the Wikipedia synopsis for Skinamarink and was like, no,
It's
I don't need
listen.
to watch that.
I think it is only a good film under one specific circumstance, which
Hmm.
is, and you will not fuck with this, so you're out. Because I think you need to be completely alone in the
Oh God.
pitch black darkness of your home, just like vibed
Just
in.
yeah, yeah.
Because like the
Strapped to the
whole
chair.
movie, yeah, the whole movie kind of like represents the feeling of like being a child alone at home and
Hmm.
like how scary that is because nothing feels real.
Yeah.
But when you're like riffing with your friend about it, yeah, of course it's not
Yeah.
fucking scary.
Well, when the guy in front of you is watching reels full volume with the with this brightness all the way up in the movie theater, you're not gonna get it, you know?
I've had quite enough of movie theaters.
And you know what's like one bitch's podcast, and I've had it.
I've had it.
Those two milfs are like, and you know what? They should start confiscating your phone at the door
We're
of the
gonna need to
movie
get the
theater.
fucking the bags with the clips that
Yes,
they do at schools now. I've
yes.
had it. I saw Obsession 3 times.
Oh my
By the
God.
way, mind you, listen
Hmm.
again. I know I'm part of the problem.
You love horror. It's okay.
I do, and I like taking people to see movies and go,
Mm-hmm.
you see
Mm-hmm.
that? And also, I'm wicked gay, so like when cute people are like, I want to go to the movies, I go, you've come to the right
You
place.
come to the right place. We're gonna go to the movies.
We're gonna go to
Yeah.
the movies, and I'm gonna put you on. And there was like at one point, or maybe this was when I saw Backrooms. I saw some shit. I've been to the theaters,
Sure.
I think 8 times in the last 2 weeks, and I want to throw actually up about it. There was a group of fucking children like pointing a laser pointer at the screen at one
Oh
point.
my
And I was
God.
like, I don't believe in hitting kids. But
No.
maybe in this moment,
In this moment, I believe in like throwing a box of popcorn at your head or some shit.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, if they were to
Mm-mm.
fall on the way out, I didn't do that.
No. Um, an egregious time. I was seeing the greatest movie ever made with our queen, Amy Adams, or whoever the hell. Uh, Arrival, like 10 years ago, which
Mm.
is a fantastic movie. And these fucking kids in front of me would not get, and at the time, I worked in a movie theater and I pulled one of those. I stood up and I leaned over them and I was like, I'm a manager here and I'm going to ban you if you guys don't shut the fuck up. And they did shut up. And I was like, you know what? Sure. Why
Sure.
not? They
Why
don't know
not?
that I couldn't do that, but I felt like I wanted to.
And you know what? In practice, you could because it
I could,
worked.
mm-hmm.
I'm doing that next time.
Start telling children you work there.
I am an authority here. You need to shut the fuck up.
And I remember I saw Sinners in a packed theater like a couple days after it came out, and this lady in front of me is on her phone checking her email and then like pulling up pictures of her passport and like checking her. And I was like, "Do you plan on going somewhere, Sue? What's
Yeah.
going on?"
Hey, there's so much time to do that, and right this moment is not it.
No, leave
I
leave the theater.
I don't know when we've decided like going to the theater is like a social gathering where it's like we're
Mm-mm.
gonna all have a conversation right now.
No.
There's 100 million places approximately that you could do this,
Mm-hmm.
and you chose right now in this
Theater.
very quiet place.
If you want to be on your damn phone in a movie, one, go home. Two, you gotta go like detox. We need social media
We do. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to be off my phone more
You gotta
because
take the 12 steps. The first one is apologizing to people that you don't text back because you're too busy scrolling on TikTok.
I think we had a conversation about this during our initial meeting, but
Yes,
you are teetering onto
I
the list
understand.
of people with theys in their bios who don't text back.
I am attempting to make a specific point. Somebody said it great. I don't like the instant accessibility of phones to everybody. I don't want people to think that I am like goes for all of my friends. I don't want to be available every hour of the day to everybody, and so I try to
Absolutely.
like do office time where I'll go and I'll be like, I'm responding to all my texts now. You have me for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go look at pictures of Rhaenyra and Alicent kissing. I'm sorry.
See,
Goodbye.
that's the thing. You are on there.
Uh-huh.
We're just wait. Okay, wait.
Yeah. hmm
Um, sorry. I don't want
No,
to neg you too much about
that's
not being on
okay.
your phone because it's probably a good thing. And I'm sure a lot of my anxiety as a human being is tied to
Yes.
uh trauma around stuff that relates to being on the phone. So maybe we
hmm
should stop that. Unrelated.
You're like pivoting away.
Anyway, moving on. I I'm not a fanfic girly. I was not
hmm
exposed to this. I did not have tumblr.com. I wasn't allowed to do these things. I was amazed I was allowed to play Kingdom Hearts, to be honest. And
Wow.
like, did
Okay.
I get called gay for it? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like Mickey Mouse is in that. Nothing gay could ever happen at Disney World.
It's Disney. They had their first gay character 17 times like last year. They're still figuring it out.
They're like this one for sure will hit.
This one may have look at a boy
hmm
for like a little like give you like
hmm
2 seconds this time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck.
This time we're gonna have the sidekick be a yearning simp for the extremely heterosexual male chauvinist that's hunting a girl. Yeah.
Yes.
My
My
guy LeFou. He
sneak
was at
this.
Pride.
We love also, side note,
Mhm.
Evermore, the original
Oh,
song
the
from that
song.
film.
That was one of the best songs in that. Yes,
That's heat.
that song justified the existence of the movie, in my opinion. It was
That
a
song's heat.
banger.
That's heat.
hmm
And I've had many a argument about it.
And
And
you know what? I appreciate you for defending it because it was a fucking banger.
I'm in there.
Um, I don't think the beauty it was fine. The Beauty and the Beast live. I hate that I have to be like it was fine. I don't know. Some of
It's
them were
whatever.
okay.
I
I'm
like
just like
Aladdin.
I didn't see the live action. I on principle I stopped watching them because I was like, I want you guys to go back to making animated movies,
That's
but
fair. That's fair as hell.
why do that if you can just remake your own IP and print money for it again?
They're
So
not even waiting that long. We got live action Moana right now.
why is Moana happening? I really liked Moana and
Yeah.
I okay. So I have this game
Oh
and
no.
I call it when I'm dictator of the world. And
Right.
I like to go around and it's kind of like a catharsis, right?
Hmm.
Where I like to imagine what would happen to, various people in power when my feminist, socialist, utopia, solar punk utopia is enacted one day. And a great example, so like all members of Congress. I don't care what party affiliation, they're all going down because the Democrats are pissing me the fuck off. We will start or charity whale watching tours where you can see each month a new member of Congress fed to an orca. And any man that's ever had a podcast has to go up to like a tribunal of women, or of like honestly a spectrum of genders, and defend his podcast. If you're like, I was out here talking about bird watching, they'll be like, go be free, my brother, go bird watch in peace. But if you are like, I was doing manosphere content, gulag,
Bang!
re-education camp. The same thing for the trad wife bitches. Fucking Dasha, gulag. I don't
Cooked.
give a fuck.
You're out.
Now, I bring this up because Dwayne the Rock Johnson, he's pissing me off. You know, it's getting to a point. The thing in his contract where he like can't lose a fight or whatever.
Awesome. That's the pro wrestler in him.
It's getting to a point like the wrestlers. My partner loves wrestling, so unfortunately, I like have to know about some of them or whatever. Um, he he hasn't done anything that bad. He just pisses me off. So he is going to legally get a name change, and he's no longer allowed to be famous. And we're gonna give some like C-list celebrity his name or something, and somebody else gets to be famous, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. And
Yes.
he has to live with that torment forever.
I
And
love
the,
that.
you now, I would love to. Who pisses you? I'd love to. My friends say that I sound like a CIA like a plant trying to be like, and how would you torture people?
Yeah, I'm
But
worried this is going to be the last episode.
um
How would I
but
torture people or who would
no,
I?
I just like who's pissing you off,
Who's pissing me off?
I think people who transvestigate on the internet should be force femmed.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Let's see how it feels, bitch.
Let's see you get transvestigated,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, like this is not even woke 2. This is like woke 5
Yeah.
levels.
Because
Yeah,
I will
dark
say,
woke.
as a trans woman, there's a
Mhm.
difference between if you are a trans person and you think you may be clocking another trans person
Sure.
in a sense of like you're looking for community in public. I think
Mhm.
that's one thing. Because sometimes
Yeah.
I'll look at someone and be like I'm at the Trader Joe's and I'm like,
You're at the Trader Joe's, fucking of course.
well, yeah, but like you know what I
Like
mean? Like
they're like pumping estrogen into the air in there or something.
that fucking furikake bag's guy is just fine.
Oh.
But like when you're online and you're like, look at the jaw structure. All
You
right, dude.
you are far beyond help.
Yeah.
You need antipsychotics.
I've got the shot ready.
Nah, yeah, yeah. Like, why are you so obsessed? I don't know.
Yeah. And it's the we can always tell crowd. And then they'll
It's
they'll they'll look at a picture of like Fran Drescher and they're like, see?
See, we know.
We
I
know.
saw they're just saying like I don't know. Some of it is just I want to say words that I shouldn't say on a recording, but these people are goddamn crazy.
Wait, okay, who's pissing me off? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Um, I think there's two.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna probably people are gonna get mad at me for both of these for
Okay,
different
give it to
reasons.
me.
One is topical. I think wrestling fans need to be rounded up and at the very least had a talking to.
Now, why? Because we know that the WWE is in cahoots with the president, or
Well, okay, fans of WWE need to be rounded up and put somewhere. That's different. I mean,
in the reflecting pool or
yeah,
whatever.
because they're doing some fucking buck nasty shit over there, and I don't fuck with that at
Hmm.
all. Um, but like, listen, I both grew up loving wrestling. I love wrestling now. I am a wrestler myself. Yeah, I don't know if you've looked at my
Fuck
Instagram
yeah.
at all, hater.com, but like, I am a wrestler myself.
Hell yeah.
Um, and sometimes I just have to hear these people tell me all of the things that they think should happen in wrestling. And I
Hmm.
have to just kind of sit there and be like, that's crazy. Why don't you do it? And they don't like that.
And they're like, because I don't want to get a brain injury or whatever, and cripple myself
And
for other
are they
people's
right?
entertainment.
Yes. I have so many
Hmm.
friends who are like, I'm talking to them and I go, uh oh. Hey,
You're like,
hey,
hey,
hmm.
should go
Your
to the doctor.
conversational skills have whittled in the last couple of years of your
Hmm.
career. But,
Hmm.
um, yeah, they're fucking. Also, hey, it's not that big of a secret, y'all. It's pretend. It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. And boy, they love to act like it is. I have been told that I have a biological advantage in professional wrestling because I'm
And you're like,
transgender. And I'm
hey,
like, hey,
we're acting.
what? First of all, I fully believe in trans people in sports, but like, this one's not even for real,
This
dog.
one's not for real. Like, she knows what I'm about to do to her.
Well,
I just.
when you're in a fist fight at the bar and then you start
Mhm.
climbing the top ropes, what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know. I like implementing the chair when I'm fighting, you know?
It's kind of, listen, because in my real life, yeah, I get in a fight with someone on the street and then there's two announcers that go with the steel chair. Like, what are we fucking?
And then backup comes up, and you guys have to be like, "Hold on, wait. We gotta wait for this person to like,
Yeah,
walk
you know
up
what?
with their music
I
playing."
was gonna say, when your homie's getting jumped and your music hits.
Hmm. Hmm.
Dude, I went to medieval times and they did a run in with music. That shit was awesome.
I want to go to medieval time. It's been so long. I keep having to be like, "Are they still striking? Are we allowed to go to medieval? Like, what's
Oh
going on
shit,
with
are we not allowed
them?"
to go to medieval times?
No,
Oop,
it's
never
they
mind.
were striking a long time ago, but I don't. I never know. I don't know.
I had never gone, and
Mhm.
I just turned 28 in May, and I was like, I want to
Wow.
do something for my birthday. Let's go to LA and go to medieval times. But if I wasn't allowed
Heck
to, I
yeah.
didn't know, and I'm sorry.
No,
And
it's
I
okay.
got the
I
notes
think
app
it was
ready.
the Florida medieval times that was
Oh, yeah.
striking, which is maybe
Well, I
because
feel like doing
everybody in
anything
Florida
in
should.
Florida is wrong.
Well, yeah, yeah.
I know you go to there, but
What do they say? Flow grown, just like a pickup on the back of a pickup truck. Got this Salt Life. It's actually tattooed on the back of my neck, like a barcode. If I spend too long not in the Florida humidity, they electrocute me.
fuck are you talking about?
Real Floridians will know. They have their listen. There's a lot of stupid fucking catchphrases on pickup trucks in Florida. They call it like
Salt in
Salt
the
Life, Salt
life,
Life,
salt
Flow
life,
Grown.
flow
Yeah.
grown. Where are all my
Hmm.
flow riders?
I was getting Flo Rida, you know.
You know,
Yeah,
I've heard of
yeah.
him.
R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett. He was my
Oh,
president.
rest in peace, James
Hmm.
Buffett.
He died while I was at Dragon Con, and I vowed I was like, I'm just gonna black out the rest of the weekend because that's what I should do to honor
I'm
him.
not showing up for the Sunday event. I'm cooked.
No.
James Buffett's gone.
And they like mourned in the streets of the Keys for like a week.
Yeah.
It was a la Game of Thrones
Yeah.
mourning, and I was Jimmy Buffett's small folk, okay, and I was fine with that.
That's fine with that. I was one of his bannermen.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Wait, okay. I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot I almost didn't even get to bring this up.
We just
Conventions.
conventions.
You be
Yes.
doing that
We
shit.
started talking about fan fiction and then didn't fucking talk about fan fiction.
Oh wait, okay, yeah. What fuck that. Hold on. Conventions we'll get to in a second. Fan fiction. I'm
Mhm.
not a fan fiction girly. I don't go there.
Sure.
And I think the reason in my brain, again, got called gay for liking Kingdom
Sure.
Hearts. So like I
Sure.
was like, I definitely can't be doing that. Um, I think in my weird autism brain, I was like, well, why do I want to read fan fiction? It's not canon. So none of it's real. None of it matters.
Mhm.
So like what you know what I mean? Like
Did you ever play pretend on the playground?
I did, but I lived it. I was there.
Were you like a Warrior Cats kid?
No, my partner's big Warrior Cats though.
Oh, I love that.
Big Warrior Cats guy.
So I describe fandom and fan fiction and fandom in general. Like the dude bros who do power scaling will be like, they're like, I'm not doing that, and I'm like, you're literally doing fan fiction, but like in a Twitter thread, okay? Like you don't have a cool website, but you're doing fan
You're
fiction
doing it
right
right
now.
now.
Yeah. We're all children on a playground. And I am gonna go have fun in my sandbox with my little dollies. And my friends and I are picking our Warrior Cats clan. Um, we're playing mermaids, and power scalers are the girls that play mermaids, and they're like, well, Zoro has the power to, you know, I have princess powers, so I actually can walk with my flippers. And they're like, well, I have the princess power that makes it so that I can make it so you can't walk. And also bubbles come out of my ass, right?
Right.
They're doing that, right?
And I've
Which
been saying that.
God bless them. And for me, I'm just playing with my dollies. Um, I think I have been reading fan fiction since where did I discover? I remember the days of fanfiction.net, which is the old school because now we have archive of our own, AO3.
AO3, I know about
And
AO3.
fanfiction.net apparently was bought out, and then the company that bought them out like nuked most of the archive, like anything not safe for work. It was the modern day burning of the Library of Alexandria. Okay. Like our fix were lost time. I can no longer find my Akuroku lemon. Um,
Brother, none of these words are in the Bible. I don't know what the fuck you speaking about.
but back in the day, the Axel and Roxas fan fiction.
Oh,
So
okay.
Akuroku, we used
Akuroku.
to have a
Right.
scale. Now, sorry,
Right.
cat hair. You know how it is. Now the kids just call everything smut. And you know what? The kids call everybody a gooner. Back in my day, if you were gooning, that was something to be ashamed of. These kids don't know what gooning means.
You don't know true
Okay?
gooning, pal.
If you knew the true definition of what a gooner was, you would not be calling yourself that because honestly, it's like a little sad and depraved. If that's your kink, whatever, but I worry for you. Anyway, before we had gooner and smut and lewds
And lewds.
and whatever the hell. Before kids called it cracking. I hate that. I don't like the term. It
Sorry,
makes me
that came from
sad.
such a genuine place. You
It
borderline mute about it.
was. It was.
I hate that.
We had the citrus scale, where you would describe the level of spice of your fic. There'd be like a lemon or oh my God, lemon or lime or whatever. And lemon was like really sour, like you were puckering your lips, like, oh my God,
Oh my
they're doing rim jobs in here or whatever, right? Um, so I remember I was a big Harry. No, I almost said Harry Potter. I didn't ever read that shit. Sorry. Peter Pan. Don't know where the fuck that came from. You know what? Harry Potter is like the biggest fucking fan fiction thing out there. Those kids are in their world of their own, whatever. I was a big Peter Pan kid. Um, I was Tinkerbell for like 3 years for Halloween.
Hell
It
yeah.
was it was serious. Okay. Um, I remember
Oh no.
my parents were I've divorced parents and they both tried in their own ways to, it's the early 2000s. I'm 10 in like 2005, the internet is becoming accessible in homes. My parents want me to be technologically literate, but also, when I search girls kissing on YouTube, they're like, "Whoa, you're not allowed to use YouTube anymore." Um, so um, I had to ask permission for websites that I wanted unblocked. And I managed to convince my parents that both DeviantArt and fanfiction.net were wholesome websites because one of them was a place where I could read books and one of them was a place where I could share art. And they were like, "Well, we were happy that you love books and we're happy that you like art." Um,
What
that was
kind of art?
crazy of them. Now, I remember there was one fanfic that I read, didn't understand the citrus scale. Peter Pan and Wendy start talking they have sex. They have sex in it, but like not to an extreme degree. And my parents, the care and keeping of me, American Girl dolls, they were like, here are books of pictures of naked people. Like there's no shame in that, which was
Yeah.
awesome. I remember I left a strongly worded comment. 11-year-old me was like, part of Peter Pan's characterization is that he would never grow up. And that is for grown-ups only. So I don't know why. I take it to my mom and I was like, Mom, this fic I was reading is not accurate. And she was like, Honey, what do you mean? You're reading books in which people are having sex? And I was like, it was so stupid.
It wasn't canon, and it
It
was
wasn't
out of
canon.
character.
It was it was OOC.
I
Um,
love that was your beef with the Peter Pan was like he would not do this.
he would not, she would not fucking say that. Okay. Um, yeah. So,
Wow.
and then Kingdom Hearts kids, there was a treasure trove of Kingdom Hearts fan fiction
I'm
out there.
sure there was.
Oh my God, the pookification of Organization 13, like the things that the mental problems they gave them. The amount of fiction where like Demix is cutting or whatever, and like the teenagers are projecting onto them. I I think I think fan fiction can be a really special and wonderful thing as like an outlet for people to like clearly kids are going to write about what they know. So
Sure.
when I'm scrolling through fic that I want to read and I'm like, oh, a 12-year-old wrote this, I go about my day.
Goodbye.
I'm looking for whatever a beautiful stay-at-home MILF is writing, where she's like, these two hairy old gay men have sex for 47,000 words. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, queen, thank
I
you. And
need
we're
what the
also,
local lesbian who works at the library in her
mhm,
mid 30s, whatever the fuck
yes,
she's cooking up.
whatever she's cooking. Yes, yes. Um, I don't know. And I think also there's a big debate within fandom about if it's appropriate to explore dark themes or not. And you've got the fucking antis and the pro shippers. And when I was 16, that meant something to me. And now they're like, "Are you an anti?" And I'm like, I have a job. I'm salaried.
I pay rent, bitch. I
I
gotta,
I pay rent and I have two little meowing mouths to feed. I don't know what those words mean
I don't have time for
anymore.
this shit.
I believe in the power of, if something makes you uncomfortable, blocking it and moving on with your day. Um, it is to be said, like, I don't, how come Pornhub is allowed to exist with all the shit that it does? But if I want to, I don't know. God forbid I like Axel and Roxas, and 13-year-old me didn't realize there was an age gap between them. I thought they were both 15, okay?
Okay, I didn't
I'm sorry.
understand.
No. So, yeah. I'm
Wow.
just ranting here now. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. Go off. I will say the way you describe it now,
Mhm.
I think maybe I have like I did play pretend. I used to
Yeah.
pretend to be Coraline a lot. Should have figured some stuff out earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
It was just fun. I liked the movie. Uh, I used to make
Hmm.
I used to
Hmm.
make you or not I used to make like videos on my dad's VHS camera and I had all these little Naruto toys and I would like make them reenact stuff or like
Yeah.
like all went to high school. Fuck, I did write fan
You
fiction.
you were doing fanfic in your own way, and that is the ultimate thing, is that like it's just exploring like creative outlets and
Yeah.
freedom and like using your imagination. So in this day and age, it makes me so happy. Hello, peanut butter. There's
Emmy
another
Rossum
one.
from Phantom of the Opera was my girlfriend at one point.
And yeah. And
And
she'd probably be like,
yeah.
hell yeah.
And my friends, I never got to introduce her because she was busy
She,
acting.
she went to a different school.
Yeah, well,
They wouldn't have known her.
She was busy doing the opera, guys.
Yeah,
She-
clearly she was busy doing
yeah,
Shameless. You
because
wouldn't know.
specifically, Emmy Rossum was my girlfriend. Christine Daae from Phantom of the Opera was my girlfriend because I didn't have the language to know that was not a real person.
No, you were right. She is
Yeah,
that person.
she is that bitch. Um, oh my God. Yeah, I. It's listen. but my brain was just like, that was a lot of information. Let's get that.
No.
Um, we've talked about fan fiction.
Did you ever like watch AMVs or whatever?
Oh no, I hate it
Mhm.
here. This is hurts my tummy. Okay, there is one like right when you said that, I awoke like a Russian sleeper agent. There was one specifically that
Mhm.
was set to that song that's like, and every time we kiss, I get that one. I feel like they were
Just
all set.
one? That's like that's
I was gonna
the
say
AMV
that was
video.
all of them, but it was a
Hmm.
bunch of fan art of Naruto and Hinata, Sasuke and
Oh,
Sakura, and
okay.
then Neji and Tenten.
Were you not a Naru Sasu?
No, I liked Naruto and Hinata.
Oh my God. I didn't know that that was allowed.
I'm a weird
I didn't know this was possible.
I'm a weird in the way of like I'm
Okay.
just learning about being like a lesbian who's into
Mhm.
like theoretically horny for dudes fucking. I just learned about it. I
You
just got
don't have
here.
to want to, it's okay.
No, but it is
See,
cool sometimes.
as somebody who didn't really go to Naruto, I just know it like peripherally. I was like, I think that they're canonical boyfriends,
They
right?
are. But I
Hmm.
didn't know back then.
But
I
you
didn't
didn't
know you
know
were
that was
allowed to do that.
allowed.
No.
Yeah.
And then they gave them all girlfriends and I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm a number one defender. You can see I have a High School Musical television. I'm a number one defender that Chad from High School Musical and what's the little blonde twink's name? What's his name?
The Sharpay's brother or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't remember his
Them
name.
two, they're
Hmm.
fucking. They do the
Hmm.
song I Don't Dance about baseball and afterwards they switch outfits. Hello?
And you know what? They were back at the in the locker room,
Yeah.
cooling off.
Cooling off, baby. Or heating up. I
That was my heated rivalry. Mm-mm-mm.
hate it
I
here.
I made my partner. I didn't make. We were both enthusiastically consenting to watching heated rivalry, but we only watched the first episode. And have you seen it?
I don't like it.
Okay, well, so we watch it, and my boyfriend looks at me and goes, "That was the fastest blowjob ever. Oh my God." He's like, he must have been really repressed. And I was like, honey, we're operating on fan fiction terms here. They're not going to describe the blowjob for
Yeah.
approximately 15 minutes of the episode. For me, heated rivalry, baby's first Fujoshi
That's my
endeavor.
problem with it.
That's okay. For me, Interview with a Vampire exists, and they are having gay butt sex in the air
In
first
the
episode.
sky.
In the sky, in the coffin. Like,
They're having gay butt sex and then fist fighting each other with
like,
vampire powers.
dare I say, I'm on the rainbow. I'm allowed to say this. The guys from Heated Rivalry are gay, and the guys in Interview with a Vampire,
Are
those
queer,
are my
baby.
queers. Those
Those
are
are
my, yeah,
queers.
yeah, right. Like,
Absolutely.
mm-hmm.
100%. No, you're so right. Heated rivalry, like, honestly, my biggest issue was it wasn't enough about hockey. But, like,
You were like, where was the sports?
they would show like hockey stuff and I'd be like, ooh, this is interesting. And then they're like, yeah, they're gonna fuck. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I know.
So, would you like to? So, I'm going to introduce you to a term called RPF, which is real person fiction. That one's hotly contested in the fan fiction circles. I generally think that RPF tends to be a bit unethical. I think that you should view real human beings as real human beings. You can, if they play a character in a movie and you like that character, sure. If you follow Ryan Gosling's filmography and you like all of his characters, sure. I don't think that you should be, especially when it comes to internet creators who are going to be in the same circles, like fucking
People are doing like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye
yeah,
AO3.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna find it. But like Tom Cruise isn't gonna find you writing about him and the other guy who's the, who who's the other guy in Interview with the Vampire the movie? It's Tom
Brad
Cruise and
Pitt.
I first of all, I can't tell them apart. I have really bad facial blindness. I
That's
do
fair.
think that Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt are the same person to the point that I don't even know they're separate movies or whatever. Like I'm like one of them isn't Fast and the Furious, I think, and the other one isn't. I don't know.
Nope.
Um I don't know. Okay. But anyway, they're not gonna. If you're gonna do RPF, like keep it on your locked Discord server, right?
Yeah.
Now, one of the biggest machines that churns out RPF is real world hockey because heated rivalry is originally like Marvel Cinematic Universe fanfic turned into a book. Like one of the couples is fucking Stucky. Everyone tells me that the main two are not Stucky, but bitch, that is Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes, okay? It doesn't matter that the other two guys were Stucky. These guys are also Stucky to me, okay? I know her tastes. But people will just write fanfic, will write
About
porn about real world hockey players, and the
that's
guys
so
know about
bananas.
it.
Yeah.
They are, I'm like, Wayne Gretzky,
Oh,
you,
I'm sure the
what
Wayne
are you doing to
Gretzky.
his whole, guys? I bet there's so much porn about Shohei Ohtani. I'm just naming the only famous.
It's the only one I know, baby.
If you go to Little Tokyo, his face is fucking everywhere around here. I'm like, God damn. I
Gonna
guess
find his
this is
face
where the
somewhere.
Dodgers are, so I shouldn't be that surprised. But I'm
That's
like,
fair.
these people love
Where
it.
the Dodgers are, and he's like arguably one of the most popular players right now.
Yeah, I go sports ball. That's
Oh, you're one of
Tampa
those.
Bay Buccaneers. Those are my bitches.
Boo.
Okay, I know the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's about it. So
Listen, I don't think you gotta care about sports, but we gotta drop this sports ball shit. All right. And
listen, it was a self-aware sports ball comment. Thank
that's
you.
fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. As long as you're not giving me the lowdown on it, and you're not like I've gotten in a room with a room full of actors about how sports players should not be paid what they are, and I'm like, brother, every entertainment industry the people get fucked over on pay. Okay,
It's
it's not
a little
fair.
it's a little crazy. Okay, so some of this, I do think, um, if we were writing a book about America, if this was all fictional and an author was like, yeah, so in my country, America, that I've come up with that has a history of abuse and physical torture of black and brown bodies throughout most of its history, and now we have a sport that totally destroys the bodies of these young men, and we wave a lot of money in their faces and we watch them go crazy and commit suicide for the sport that the whole country rallies around like a fucking gladiator, whatever. They'd be like, that's a little bit on the nose, guys.
Yeah.
It's a little on the
Damn,
nose.
dude. You fucking
Ah,
you were right. You got your third eye open, pal.
woke five.
Woke 2
I'm
is
in
coming. Be ready.
it. Yeah, we're getting rid of football, I guess, in it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I was gonna
know,
say in the world where you're the president or whatever we talked about earlier, are you killing
mm,
football?
well, okay. I would believe, what, haven't they like come up with helmets that like can protect them better, but like then it's less enjoyable for everyone else around?
It's so funny to watch. Like they over time they've continued to make the helmets better,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
obviously concussions are still a problem, and you
Yeah.
can't protect your neck with just a helmet. So now they have like these like foam caps that go over the helmet. Listen, do they look ridiculous? Does it look
Sure.
like I turned on the big head mod in NBA Jam? Correct. But am I okay living with that if that means that that guy's life isn't about to get shortened by 10 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
For me
I
to go,
like,
yes, the Raiders lost again. Like I
oh, in my perfect world where I'm a dictator, sports betting, call sheet, these
illegal.
people, first of all, it's illegal. Second of all, the everybody involved in the sports betting propaganda that's being pushed on my timeline, because you know how they have like the young men in a vice script now. They're trying to capture a female market in which they're like, "Hey girls, do you want to gamble on Love Island?" And I'm like, I wish all of you could be vaporized on the spot. I'm gonna vaporize them. It
The CEO of DraftKings, when I find you,
When I find
when I
you,
find you, King.
we're doing whatever the fucking United Healthcare guy, whoever that guy was, because it's not my king. I don't remember his name. Luigi. It's
Luigi.
not him. He free my guy. He didn't do anything wrong.
Free Luigi.
Um, You know,
Oh, dude. And the amount of like I'll just be watching like I'll be trying to watch something on fucking Amazon or Peacock or whatever
mm,
72 streaming services I have to
yes.
have, and it's like, what's up guys, I'm famous comedian Kevin Hart, do you want to lose all your fucking money right now? Thank you, Kevin. What the fuck is
Timothy
happening?
Chalamet doing Kalshi ads now. I was like, my goat is over.
My goat's
It's
over. Wonka really got him.
I couldn't even. I tried to watch the Dune 3 ad today, and I was like, all I could think was the Kalshi ad, and I'm like, mm-mm.
It's so over, dude.
No. My favorite is when I see people make like AI generated content of like Disney or Pixar or whatever. And then people quote retweet it and they like at Disney and they're like, this image makes me think less of your product and now I want to hurt others and myself. And that's me
That's
with the
me.
Kalshi ad at Dune.
And that's what they want. They want you
They
to
want me.
lose all your money and then kill yourself.
Yeah.
And I
This
think we
has
should
been a
get to him
very
first.
uplifting and happy topic. I'm sorry. I ruin the vibe everywhere that I go where I'm like, do you guys ever want to think about like the real world?
I love it. Can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now?
It's so bad. It's so
I love it. I have like the most boring and nothing conversations all day in my regular personal life, and this has been
yes.
truly a treat.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
how
you.
intense this conversation immediately started and has not slowed down. My throat hurts. I need a cough drop right after this, but that's what we do this for.
Go get a
Um,
tea.
I will get a tea. Well,
Mhm.
I got some fucking tea right here, baby. I got that
Hell
Jose
yeah.
Cuervo.
It's I was at Anime Expo this past weekend and I was meeting some people. And at this point, when I meet new people in the cosplay community, I gotta be like, so what do you think about social who did you vote for? That's the member. Who did you vote for? What do you think about transgender people? Um, are you rocking with Mom Donnie? I like we got like four questions and that's about it. I'm like I gotta suss it out. Are you a Fujoshi?
That's number five, and we're in
Oh,
there.
yeah, yeah. Like I just I've
No,
been
that's fair.
burned too many times.
It's fair. I mean, I'm sure as you can imagine, like being a trans girl that runs a podcast where I'm now like reaching out to strangers, it's a
Hmm.
fucking hell of a crapshoot. It's very scary to like message. Like, there's people like, I didn't question messaging you. I didn't think if your response was gonna be no, I wouldn't think it'd be no, you fucking freak.
I No, if I had said no, it would have been like I don't want to appear on the internet like that. I'm sorry,
And
you
that's
know.
fair. Like I don't
Mhm.
would I would not have been like, well, it's because of my identity. But
No,
there are some I'm like,
you're
who's
like,
to know? Who's to
mm,
know?
mm. I don't, yeah. You just they're crafty now. They're
Yeah.
crafty.
Well, and even the ones who necessarily don't, they're not real loud about it. Like they're not
Mm-mm.
real loud about the issues that plague the community.
No.
There's a lot of very famous community like people who are like fine about it, but they're also not like they are very like fence city, and you have to be pop off.
So there's a YouTuber that I have personal beef with for a variety of reasons. I cannot name this YouTuber because if I do, his fans will will dox you.
Oh my
But he's
God.
he's too chummy with Nazis, and also my friend briefly dated him, and he was a fuckhead. But anyway, some of them I'm like, you fence sitter.
I'm gonna ask you who it is after because I
I
feel like I
will
know who
tell
you're
you.
talking about.
All I'll tell you is that this YouTuber asked my friend for anal on the first date and he didn't even buy her dinner. Um,
Well,
kill yourself.
he didn't want her to be full. That's just called being a gentleman, pal.
You're so right.
You're
I'm an
so
idiot.
true, you idiot.
I'm an
Oh my
idiot.
god.
But you know, speaking of YouTubers fence sitting and things like that, so back in
Marcus.
2020, Marcus, I bullied him because this is, in 2020 we were like in peak woke one. We were reaching a climax because we were like, we've had 4 years of this fuckhead, whatever. Now there's a lockdown. I I bullied Marcus into putting pronouns in his bio because I was like, You have to signal to people that you're woke. And he was like, but like they can just see my profile picture and know. And I was like, you want to have them assume your gender, Marcus?
No, but you're right. The problem is we're laughing about it, but you're fucking right. I hate
Yeah.
when people say shit like this. It's like, oh, they should just
Hmm.
know. No, dude.
No.
That's not it. First of all,
No.
Marcus Cosmonaut, very
Yeah.
trans mass coded. And we eat that. And I'll stand on that till the day I die.
Is it because he's short?
No.
Oh
No, just look
God.
at him. I don't fucking know.
He is pretty. Now I feel like we're going so far woke that we're going back into to
It's so far woke that we're gonna get
going
canceled.
back. We're going backwards now.
We're going back to woke
Um.
one. No, that's fair though. That is real because like
Mhm.
it is like a signaling that like when you see
Yeah.
pronouns in bio, it's like okay, well they think it's real. Obviously,
Sure.
it's the same shit. Like there's a thing recently where like people online were discussing like, oh, I don't think straight people should be using partner, and I'm like, do you guys not understand what the fuck we started saying that
Like
for?
first of all, there's levels to this shit. I'm 30 and I have a job. At my job, I'm going to say partner because I'm like my boyfriend.
Yeah,
Second of all, it was popularized in environments in like professional environments for people to feel comfortable talking about their significant other as like a way for allies to also. Oh, I have a hot take. They'll kill me for. I think in the past, I see both sides of the argument. In our beautiful alphabet, as an alphabet warrior, I think it is a little silly to pretend, not pretend, the A in the
ally's not in
alphabet,
there.
to me, it was originally ally because it is a safe space for people who are questioning to go to be like, I'm part of
Okay,
this community because I am an ally. I think that is what the intention was. And now it serves the meaning of asexual. I think they belong and I'm cool with it. But
yes,
the purpose of being like, I'm an ally is usually and was for closeted people or even questioning people to feel a space in the community.
that's
That's my
fair.
hot
I can
take.
fuck with that. We're learning here today because I was very quick to say fuck that, get out, and
You're like,
I
get
can
on my
fuck with it. Like get
podcast.
the fuck out, you bitch. You're out.
And this is my understanding of like queer history in the past of like why that was there in the first place.
Yeah,
And I do think now the major acceptance is that the A is for asexual, which cool, but like I never get the whole don't bring your boyfriend to Pride thing or whatever, because if you've ever gone outside and gone to Pride, not just gay people go to Pride, like their
yeah,
family members and their friends and sometimes their significant others go with them because like we're there to celebrate you
yeah.
guys.
It's a party.
Now, if your boyfriend's homophobic, obviously don't bring him.
Don't
Why are
bring
you
your
dating him in the
shitty
first
boyfriend to
place?
Pride.
But like, come on.
Come on.
Also, don't yell at the guys in the pup masks. I don't give a fuck if they're wearing leather harnesses
I
and
don't care,
cock
baby.
cages. First of all, nobody sees that. That doesn't fucking happen. Second of all,
Yeah. Grow up.
grow up.
Grow up, dog, okay?
We're like,
I've wrestled at Folsom Street Fair. I know what the fuck we're doing over there, okay?
hell yeah. Okay. You're
I
like,
had a strap match at Folsom Street Fair.
damn.
I realize out of context that's not what it that
Strap.
sounds
I,
crazy.
I was gonna say, my mind went to places.
I'm sure it did, you fruit.
Strap match at Folsom Street.
We were just strapped together with a the little rope.
That didn't help your case at
It
all.
sure did it. Okay, fuck. Vero.
Rhaenyra and Alicent strapped together with that little rope.
Let's get Rhaenyra Allison strap match. That's the finale. I'm pushing. If all the Star Wars writers listen to the Reddit comments, we can get HBO to listen to us.
Because listening to your fans is how we get fucking the Raylo kiss. And I was a Raylo shipper, but in a way, I didn't like it in the first movie. I was like, get away from her. And then they were like, what if we can like telepathically communicate with each other? And I was like,
Wait, that's hot.
this has sexual undertones for me. I want them to both be crazy. And I didn't want Raylo to be canon in Endgame. I wanted them to be my little like
That's for you at home.
Sandbox play time. How did you fuck up so badly that I shipped Raylo and when they kissed in the movie, I laughed out loud and rolled my eyes? You didn't make anybody happy.
No, they really let everyone in the community down. Okay, Vero,
Yes.
this has been a wonderful conversation. I have a question for you.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yes.
you're fine. I know if I don't ask this question, I will forget, and this
No,
will
it's
also go
okay.
on for 7 hours.
I was like, was this what you were intending to talk about this whole time? I don't think any of this was intentional.
Some of it was, but the depth it went, I was sure wasn't prepared for, but I'm glad it happened.
Well,
You
that's what
know?
the strap is for.
That's what hey, you can't listen here, lesbian with a boyfriend. You can't be talking to me like that. Okay. At
Yes.
the end of towards the end of it, all of my episodes, I ask my guests a question. I like to
Mm-hmm.
ask them,
Mm-hmm.
fuck, I say it perfectly every time, but I'm both flustered and have Jose Cuervo. Let me get it. I ask my guests a question at the end of every episode. I like to ask them, what is something that's super underrated to you? Could
Mm-hmm.
be a place, could be a way you live your life, could be a piece of media, could be a way you cook your toast. Just something that you think needs a little more love and attention.
You know, I really wanted like a prophetic, deep answer to this, but I kept thinking of one of my favorite shows ever of all time, which is Princess Jellyfish, which is from the early aughts-ish, I think like early 2010s around. It is a sweet little shoujo romance that has one season and then it continues on in the manga about a group of women in Japan who are otakus for like their own different interests. It's a house full of extremely autistic women who all have their hyperfixation. You know, one of them really likes dolls, one of them's obsessed with like famous historical figures. All the works. One of them likes trains. I'm like, I'm sure you do, honey.
I'm sure you
Uh
do, Queen.
and our main character, she loves jellyfish, and she draws them and whatever. And all of these girls are afraid of both men and fashionable women because they're like, I am so wrapped up in my hyperfixation that I don't bother to like get stylish haircuts. Like, why would I wear
Yeah.
stylish clothes? It's a waste of money. My money needs to go to collecting my 500 Transformers, right?
Right.
Um,
Right.
and in the first episode, our main character bumps into a gorgeous, beautiful lady who helps her rescue a jellyfish who's being kept improperly. And then she buys her and takes her home, and now she's got this. And then she realizes that the gorgeous, beautiful lady that she has bumped into is actually in drag and is this adorable boy who affirms his gender consistently and is like, no, I'm a boy. I just like dressing like a girl
Sure.
sometimes. And he loves fashion and wants to study fashion. And he helps her and her friends realize that there is a way to both embrace taking care of yourself. Like, you don't have to be obsessed with looks and beauty and makeup, but the idea is wrapped around the idea. The main girl, her mother tells her as a child that all girls are born princesses, and she's like, "Well, I am not conventionally attractive and beautiful. I'm not a princess, so I'm going to not take care of myself as a princess would." And I think it's a beautiful way to be like, no, all women are princesses, even if they're not women.
Yeah.
Um, and
Wow.
it has a little bit of romance. There's a lot of gender fuckery in it. It's really, really cute. You've told me that you want to try anime. I love that one a lot. It's surprisingly mostly respectful of like the gender things going on and the I don't know. I love it. I know a lot of us um ride for Orin High School Host Club, which didn't age fantastically, but still has some really cool gender stuff going on. And I'm like, if you like that, you gotta like Princess Jellyfish.
Yeah.
I need another underrated thing that is more life. I don't
Hey,
know,
hey, my literally
significant.
one of my friends' recommendation was a show called what the fuck was it called? Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, I think it's called.
Okay,
So like, and they were like, if you don't watch this, I'll kill you. So like, your recommendation can be an anime.
Beautiful. I did think of one thing, and everyone's gonna boo me. My
Oh,
other underrated thing in this world, that I've found myself having to defend a lot ever since I moved to California is the beautiful and great luscious state of Florida. It is not her fault that she has been co-opted and taken over by the fucking MAGA chuds that are fucking Ron DeSatan and his stupid cowboy boots with lifts in them. It is a beautiful environment with an ecosystem that you almost can't find like anywhere else in the
yeah.
world. Um, the flora and fauna is gorgeous. Alligators are cute as fuck. The Everglades are beautiful. To take like a glass boat or like an airboat through what is simultaneously a lake and a forest at the same time is it's beautiful. And then
Yeah.
I don't know, the I love the ocean. I'm very terrified of swimming in fresh water because I'm so used to everything in fresh water wanting to kill you. And then I'm like, the ocean, that's whatever. The sharks aren't going to bother you.
Easy
They're just
work.
there.
Yeah.
Um, the Florida that I remember that I grew up with has hippie drum circles every Sunday night where they set a big bonfire and people share their weed and you dance around under the sun. Or you go skinny dipping with your friends while there's a high bioluminescent activity in the ocean and you're laying there in the water and there's little blips of, the stars are reflected in the animals around you. Or it's 100 degrees and it's sweaty and you're only wearing a bathing suit and you're on a boardwalk and you've got a watermelon and your sweet iced tea and you're just sitting and watching birds and bugs and reptiles go by. And I don't know, farmers market, hippie moms, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville.
He's there, baby.
There is a beauty in it, and it's unfortunately being ruined by the government. And I don't know what climate change will do to it. I worry deeply. And also, I think it's crazy that it's a tourist destination for its beauty, right?
Yeah.
And then the government is like, well, we're going to repeal all of the things that protect the environment. And so I'm like, you're just going to ruin it all, you know? But I think that's also like part of the beauty of America is how diverse our ecosystems are. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend you go tourist there now
Yeah.
if you're a queer person. They're a little crazy, but I mourn it sometimes.
Yeah.
I miss it. So
Yeah. Miss what could have been.
yeah,
Yeah.
they could have been if Jimmy Buffett had been our governor, our little socialist paradise, right? It
Yeah.
could have been something, but I don't know.
I love that though.
Hmm.
You ride for the place you knew, not the one you know now.
Yes,
That's
yes.
fair. That's fair.
And I don't know. It is what it is. I wanted to stay and fight for it. I think all my friends wanted to stay and fight for it, and we were like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. They're running
Yeah.
around with they're
That's
running
what
around with some crazy ass guns.
yeah, that's what I think like I imagine that's what prompted the move to Los
Hmm.
Angeles.
Yes. It
Yeah.
was, I think there were a multiple number of things, but I like it out here. It does. It's funny. California feels just like Florida, but not humid.
Yeah,
The exact
which
same
we
things going
love.
on.
It's hot as
Yeah.
fuck here, but at least it's not humid.
Yeah.
I don't do well in that humidity. I'm a big girl.
Mm-mm. I was outside today and I was like, microwave. I'm
Mm.
being microwaved right now. Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. Vero,
Yes, my dear.
I think we did a podcast.
We did a
I think
podcast.
we did one. Thank you so much for coming on. This was such a blast.
Yeah.
I have approximately 100 more things I want to speak to you about. So I would love to I would love to have you on again at some point.
Absolutely.
Hopefully here in the studio.
Yes, one day, I have some friends that go to UC Davis and I've been meaning to visit them. So I think that's kind of near you to a
That's
degree. I don't
like
know.
20 minutes away from me, dog.
Fuck yeah.
So we'll
Hmm.
make it happen. We'll
Hell
get it
yes.
because I spent so much fucking money on this set. I need
You're like,
people to see
please,
it.
I need it to be there. Yeah.
There is a video game. I tell every guest about this when I talk about my set. There, right here.
The
There's a
video
video
game.
game that cost me 1,200 fucking dollars.
Oh my God. What's
Yeah.
the game?
It's called Kuon. It's a Japanese horror game for the PS2. We Love Her
Mm,
Down. It was actually a FromSoft game. Hello.
okay.
Very expensive.
You know, I don't know if I've ever spent $1,200 on anything, but I salute the love for that. That's fucking awesome.
It's a huge problem, and everyone looks at me crazy.
Ah, whatever.
Fuck
We
them.
only
They
live
don't have it, though.
once.
You only live once. It's a great
Hmm.
conversation piece.
Yeah.
Vero, thank you so much for
Yes.
being here.
Thank you for
Where,
having me on.
yes, where can people find you?
Um, you can find me at Ginkgo Crown. That's two K's in the word ginkgo. Everyone always forgets it. No, nope, two
No,
G's.
it's not.
Let me start back over.
So run it again, baby.
You can find me at Ginkgo Crown. Basically everywhere. It's Ginkgo Crown Arts on Twitter if you still deign to go on there. TikTok, Instagram. I'm more active. Tumblr sometimes. We keep her alive. Say hi. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird. Don't be fucking weird.
Don't be fucking weird. That's all.
Do you have anything you need to plug? You be
Oh,
making shit sometimes.
you can listen to Girl Perverts. You can find Girl Perverts on Girl Pervs Pod on Instagram. We have it for free. And then on my co-host Delaney's Patreon are our listen along. So you can listen to along with us while you watch movies or some of these shows. And we're really raunchy in those. It's quite it's a lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we just talk about some bullshit. Girl Perverts puts out one episode every month, and this month we will be talking about Whole Cake Island and Sanji One Piece.
Let's go. We love it. Vero, thank you so much for coming on. This
Thank
was a blast. I
you.
appreciate it.
I appreciate you too.
Thank y'all so much for listening. We hope you had a great time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And as always, thanks for stopping by.